Hello, everyone. John Bruna here with the Daily Quote. Such a joy to be with you. Let's go ahead and get right to it here. Genuine happiness is not found in the events and circumstances of our lives. It is found in our motivations, intentions, and how we engage in the events and circumstances that arise in our lives. Wow, this is the whole deal here. It's nice to know the whole deal. People say things like, happiness is an inside job. But what's that mean? Does that mean I think happy thoughts and I am a happy person? There's certainly something to be said for a positive attitude. But when we're talking about genuine happiness, it's not a constant state of pleasure, of feeling good. That's very temporary, right? We've noticed you can have some pleasure, some joy that arises. Matter of fact, I had a little bit of that last night with a cookie that was baked. It's quite nice. I had some pleasure watching my granddaughter as she played in her varsity softball game. Some pleasure, some joy. I also had some genuine happiness in watching my granddaughter play softball. Really recognizing the hard work that she had done to make varsity. She's only a freshman. And had really worked hard, had trained. This is something that's meaningful to her. I had genuine happiness in the opportunity to visit with my daughter and my other granddaughter and her husband and some cousins, the family that's there watching a game. Is it the game? Or is it the fact that I could be with family, that I could support my granddaughter, that I could take joy in the effort that she put into life? It's the circumstances, the motivations, or the intentions why I'm doing what I'm doing. When we separate a stimulus-driven pleasure, the cookie, pleasure, joy, could be vacations, could be lots of things. We get happy briefly, we get some good news, we get happy briefly. Those stimulus-driven pleasures, I get good news, something goes the way I'd like, feel good for a little bit, and then notice that comes and goes. And then if I'm not going to get the good news, then I'm not happy. So external circumstances, internal circumstances, my motivations, why I'm doing what I'm doing. Am I doing something I feel good about? Is it in alignment with my values? Is it meaningful to me? Well, this is the inside job. Why am I doing what I'm doing? And does it align with my values? Is it meaningful? Does it have purpose? Well, that's where genuine happiness comes from. And that doesn't always feel good. We do things that are difficult, but we feel good about them. As a matter of fact, most of the things that we really feel good about that give us a sense of value are things that were difficult. We overcame, that we worked hard for, such as, again, my granddaughter playing in this softball game. She worked really hard for that. So here's the whole deal, right? It's understanding why we're doing what we're doing, making sure that what we are doing, we have a motivation that aligns with our values, that is meaningful, that has purpose. And then the outcomes don't really matter that much. Yeah, might have made varsity in her case, maybe not. Back to an old saying that I learned from my coach. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game that matters. Can I look in the mirror? Do I feel good about who I am? And if feeling good about who I am is dependent upon some certificate or some achievement or the way someone values me or treats me, it's always dependent on the circumstance and very fragile sense of self-worth. Genuine happiness, real self-worth. Well, that comes from how we show up. And the beautiful thing about that is we actually have control over that. Whereas I don't have any control over my outer circumstances and how those things turn out. The inside job is simply learning to be a person you feel good about being, showing up with good intentions that align with your values, doing things that you find meaningful in a way that you feel good about. It doesn't come from doing things you feel, I said that backwards. It doesn't come from doing things that make you feel good. It comes from doing things you feel good about. That's the deal.